Hello, Professor Bright here. Welcome back to Disco Elysium, where I just learned that apparently books are a thing in this game, according to little tooltips between loading screens, which has me kind of wondering how much of this is, like, how much of this is an active RPG and how much of this is, like, essentially a life simulation kind of thing? Like, I don't really have hunger or anything like that, but it's got me curious, is all. So anyway, let's try to deal with this particular smell. There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now. I mean, we know why it's so bad, and this seems like it's not going to work out. But, yeah, let go of your nose without throwing up. Ooh, that's a no. Yep, that's the good stuff. First minute in, we're already vomiting. Good times. The ammonia only makes it worse. The combination forces tears out of your ducts. You manage to keep it in once. The second time, not so much. When all the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears. I don't want to be a cop anymore. You say that. Spit and say nothing. You okay, officer? You feel the lieutenant pat you on the back. Heavy, rhythmic pats. The weight is reassuring, like a kernel on solid fortification. Pat, pat, pat. You're facing tough odds here. It's aggravated further by alcohol withdrawal. This is not bullshit. I still want to be a cop. Probably. I don't know. What is with his legs, though? Like, I didn't notice that the first time through, did I? Huh. Anyway. Yeah, why can't I keep it down if I've been a cop my whole life? I've seen captains puke their guts out. It never gets easier. You never get used to the smell. Every Monday is cadaver day. Throw up, investigate, throw up, initial autopsy, throw up, bag it. He pats on your back again. Then drive to the station. Maybe throw up on the way there if you didn't bag the thing tight enough. You seem to be fine. I think I've lost my sense of smell. There's a pause. A white lie. Not being hungover helps too. I bet it does. I bet it does. And, I wonder, some of those options. Yeah, I got questions. Can't we do something else? I think I want to solve something else now. It's probably a good idea, clear our heads, but before we can do that, hints that I should go somewhere else and perhaps investigate some side things. Side jobs, if you will. Yeah, he withdraws his hand from your back and looks you in the eye. You need to get your shit together. Okay. Fault gained. Volumetric shit compressor. We should go talk to locals, find something else to do while the wind changes. It's pretty bad right now. Okay. Let's leave. Let's get my shit together. Yeah, I'm messing up where the menus are. The volumetric shit compressor. Your shit is apart, and it's rather unbecoming of a cop and a human being. It's supposed to be the opposite of that. Together. Compressed in a small area. To achieve a solid level of shit compression, well, I've been demonetized. Squeeze your butt cheeks together for 30 minutes. Do something similar with the two hemispheres of your brain. Talk to people. Maybe that'll help. Okay. Also, that imagery. Oh, God, that's gross. I mean, like, who am I going to talk to for 30 minutes, though? Like, well, you know, I didn't talk with, what's his face? Guy in the... God, that's some hopeful music. At least it feels like it, you know? But yes. Hey, guess what? What's her name didn't leave because she hates you. Apparently she's into you.
Can I help you?
Gart, yeah. Talk to Sylvia. She left because of me, not you. Wait, what? He looks up, surprised. What about the bird? The bird? Yes, the bird. I found it lying on the floor with a broken wing the morning she left. She didn't break it, I did. I threw it against the wall. You broke the skua? His face is flushed with emotions. A rash covers his neck. I assure you, it was him. Thanks, Kim. Why on earth did you have to break the skua? maybe I have a vendetta against it. Maybe. You know what? Maybe I have a vendetta against it? I don't know. You tell me. You tell me why I broke it. Wow, all these are asshole options. Maybe I have a vendetta against it? I can't believe it. I was so sure it was Sylvie. Even worse, I thought she was trying to send me a message. Some of hope and all. Ooh, a tender type of hope. Something stirs in you. Perhaps this is why you broke it? Ooh, ouch. Yeah. Alright, he calms himself. Did she say anything else about me? You know, he repeats, did she say anything about me? I mean, this is what I think, but no, I'm gonna be honest. She said she was flattered. It was just a bad timing. Really? The man doesn't know what to say. He wipes his brow and stares at the counter. I should give her a call then. Thanks, I guess. He gives you a short nod. Is there anything else you wanted, or, Yeah, that trash container out back. Is that yours? Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags. Really? Really, Gart? Really? Thank you for cleaning that up. Why do you keep the container locked? Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out, that's why. And the neighbors, too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company. Thought as much. Are you the only party with access to the trash container? Well, yes, us and the garbage disposal company. Seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. I wonder what this feeling is. Prod at him and find out. Doesn't seem callous to you, guarding even your leftovers from the poor? Callous? What are you, Krasmazov? Almost all establishments in Revocol keep their trash locked. The Whirling in Rags is not special in that regard. Krasmazov, nom de guerre, was an economist and a historical materialist. He was a leading figure on the Grod side of the Centennial Revolution, where he headed the 9-day government. Mazov is considered the father of scientific communism, Mazovian thought, or Mazovianism. Interesting. Tell me more. He killed himself. Maybe I am Krasmazov? I mean, no. I'm no Krasmazov. No one was implying you were, officer. Where were you? We need those keys, though. Curious. What do you need them for? It concerns the case. The lieutenant's voice is harsh and sudden. Please cooperate. Yeah, he takes the keys from under the counter and hands them to you. Just bring them back once you're done, please. Saw something here at the Whirling. Gart. I'm gonna make that mistake multiple times. Thing I need to talk about. He rolls his eyes. What thing? Didn't I already speak about this? Gart, I saw a sign that said I couldn't go into the kitchen. Why can't I go into the kitchen? What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business. But there may be something pertinent to the investigation in the kitchen. He rolls his eyes. He wasn't pan-fried, he was lynched. What could the kitchen possibly have to do with... He changes his mind. Fine. Okay, the kitchen is closed until 1300 hours, because the cook is working. We're on military time? Curious. You can snoop around after that, if you must. Saw a sign that said the mess hall is reserved for the Union. Yes, not the whole damn Union, thank God, just the nastiest and loudest faction. He tosses his head in disdain. They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types think they're big shit, but they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time. He gives you a meaningful nod. We should find out who this loud faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info. How do we find them? We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. He looks towards the booth. Men are hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow. There are these things called days. You sleep between them. He's saying they'll come after you've slept. Just making clear you got that. Thanks. Something else I want to talk to you about. Yeah, by the way, I'm going to sing karaoke here. Absolutely out of the question. Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger, then we sing this place to shit. Yeah, Inland Empire, your body is ready, sire. Oh my. I'm still compressing my shit, right? Yep. I want some long way home. Just continuing there. Anywho, hi, how's it going?
Hello again, sweetie. I see you met up with your colleague.
I did. Lieutenant nods politely. Wait, who's Sweetie? Her eyes move up and down your person as though taking your measurements. Her attention is scientific. Does that mean you like me? Who's Sweetie?
Why? You are, officer.
Maybe I am.
Have you found anyone to be sweet to?
No, I'm done with mating rituals this time around. I don't know, maybe I have. Okay.
You
Oh
rascal.
my.
I'm too old for you, and too married besides.
Fair.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained, I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Her eyes glitter over the rims of her glasses as she looks up, smiling. This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot. How'd you like to roll with me? Kind of curious. I don't know if you noticed, but I don't know where I am or what I'm doing or anything. Her eyes follow your movements with some concern. Yes, officer, you look rather dazed, like a stunned fox, but surely things can't be that bad. I drank so hard I forgot literally everything. Oh my. It takes a moment to process. You know where we are, right? The Whirling and Rags cafeteria was on my keys. That's right, and where's the Whirling and Rags cafeteria itself located? In hell, we're all in hell. Yeah, in Revocol? Yes, indeed, we're in the fine city of Revocol. Oh! All I know is that Revocol used to be really cool in the 30s. The new disco dancing, it seems like a lifetime ago. Her eyes are filled with light reflected off those gilded years, when the city seemed full of possibility. Much has changed, but still the most beautiful city in the world, a rare jewel set in the sand between the pines. Everyone says so, even foreigners. There's a pause as she studies your expression. You must look quite lost. Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes? All I know is we are approaching the end times. It's a bad year in my late 40s or 50s, I don't even know how old I am. There, the year is 51, and spring has only just started. I'm sure there are better days ahead. The lieutenant studies you, rubbing his chin. I'm beginning to suspect that you might indeed be completely adrift in this reality, thinks the lieutenant. How can it be that bad? Never mind, we're in this now. I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government? I mean, some kind of democracy, maybe? Our leaders are fierce warriors who traverse the plains on steeds. Civilization cowers before us. I don't think that's the case. Hum. Cops, we're living under the cop regime. We're governed by intelligent machines that perform calculations to determine the freest market. Everyone hustles and grinds like a badass visionary. Some kind of democracy, maybe? I don't know. Nope, sadly not. Revocol is what's called a special administrative region, under an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have no government of our own, and what democracy we have is, she thinks, market-driven. Meaning buying is voting. There's no government, how come there are cops? Oh dear, she shakes her head, suddenly very worried, and you were doing so well. There aren't any cops in Revocol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the Revolution. We should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone. She's scared now. She realized you really are brain damaged. What's the revolution you mentioned? A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This is 42 years ago. What does that have to do with there not being any cops? It has something to do with everything. I really don't know how to explain it better. So how did I do? You were doing quite well up until the end there. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things, history and places. Remembering reality, in a word. It's very odd. A sigh, the lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook. But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what this world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much. Who could tell me more, though? Someone more educated in sweeping matters? Maybe you should ask... She turns to the lieutenant. No. He looks away. Not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective. Of course. She turns to you. That I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez. How'd you like to roll with me? Her eyes light up. Whatever you mean. I want you to be my wheelchaired partner in fighting crime, ridding backyards of corpses, catching sequence killers. Sequence killers? Oh my. She sounds impressed, but I think you already have a partner, sweetie. A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree. Kim! Of course, I forgot I had you. I know, but there are also side mysteries. Sequence killers and forays into the paranatural. I can assure you with absolute certainty there are no sequence killings taking place in Martinez. Now, gentlemen, no need to squabble, she turns to you. I wouldn't be of much use to you anyway, sweetie. Why, 3 heads are better than 2. Thank you, but she looks out the window wistfully. Martinez isn't the most wheelchair-accessible place, you see. I'd slow you down. She turns back to you with a hopeful glint in her eyes. Perhaps another time? Oh. C'est la vie. Are you okay? I'm very sorry I crashed into you early. I don't know what got into me. Yeah, that's a light way of saying it. Oh, I'm perfectly alright. I'm more worried about you. What was that? Yeah, what was that? That cafeteria manager is a bad man. A man without honor or compassion. A man without honor or compassion. Yeah, that's why I did that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, what was that? From where I was standing, it looked like you were about to pull out 2 guns, but drew 2, birdies instead. I'm glad you weren't injured. I'm gonna get going now. Bye. I'm not gonna ask her for money. That's incredibly rude. Like, hi, so, after flirting with you, can I have some money? Of course, dear. Good luck with your case. She gives you a small wave. And more importantly, my volumetric shit compressor is dealt with. That imagery. God, no. Learning cap for endurance raised to 4. Neat. Bizarre scientific news from Rivercall West today, where a police officer's shit has been observed at a pressure of around 495 gigadecimals. These metallic hydrogen levels of shit togetherness were thought to exist only at the center of collapsing stars, not law officials. It remains to be seen how long this shit singularity lasts. You know, I'm starting to get why I didn't see too many of the bigger YouTubers, doing this game. I feel like it's a little too R-rated for YouTube these days. Still, I'm having fun. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about volition, that's fine. I don't need to worry about that. All is going according to plan. Maybe? Question mark? I question that, but here we are. Alright, I got my shit together. Let's go. Now I have a high chance of success, for my shit is compressed. Finally. As you breathe in, the odor comes over you. It's a spell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it. It's a puzzle. What's hanging in front of you is a puzzle of decaying flesh, tattoos and tendons, and boots. They always do that? They do after 7 days, yes. We're deep in decomposition here. Step closer. Man before you is naked but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength. Inspect the boots first. Yeah, what about those? The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow. They're clearly not boots, they're armor, probably part of a larger set. Yeah. Kim, take a look. These aren't just boots, are they? They're armor. Indeed. With his notebook under his arm, the lieutenant crouches to inspect the soles. Technically speaking, these are sabotons, not boots. Oh, the lieutenant uses mnemonic technique A6. As not just a notebook, it's a classic. Thanks, super helpful to know. Forget about the notebook, tell me about the armor. Clearly some manner of super armor or future armor, I'm useless. Thank you, Encyclopedia. What kind of armor is this exactly? Ceramic plate, zirconium dioxide most likely. This is where the make would be. Where? Under the heel. Fair weather... He turns the boot slightly. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff. Material looks out of place here. It is. It's expensive. Lieutenant draws a line in the condensation on the ceramic with his index finger. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. Constabulary's demand deemed it too costly. In that time, we lost 6 men to semi-automatics. How much are we talking about? For a full set, about 4 years of wages. For the northwest region of Revocol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500 real, unadjusted for rank. Wait, my yearly pay is 5,500 real? Not too much, yes. Pathetic. I need to hustle more and hate less. I mean, I do, though. I have no idea what that means. Don't worry, Kim. You will eventually. How could this man afford such expensive hardware? Actually, yeah, let's knock on the boot, real quick. Small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup. Sounds fragile. It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. He points to the boots. See? Faint organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether. Like whorls of floorboards, the design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood materials like lignum vitae and ebony, perhaps. What does this remind me of? If trees were made of porcelain, this is what their cross-sections would look like. Run your finger over the lines. The smooth, glossy surface fractures into ever more intricate interconnections. Peeking on the right saboton where you notice... The walls are in the shape of a letter and a number combination. E50-100.1000. Looks like there's a serial number on the right saboton. Good. Can you read it to me? Tips the drawing ballpoint of his pen on the tongue. Drama. That number. Let's lie. Why would I do that? No. We have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in my Kinema when we're done. Either station can chase it for us. Huh. The technology in this setting is weird. Very, very weird. Because we have all this, like, advanced... Like, that sounds like hyper-advanced armor. Like, just material science can't do that nowadays. And then we have that diesel punk Kinema Cooper's, or Cooper's Kinema. Car. Motor carriage, more properly speaking. Huh. Anyway, what happened to the rest of it, though? Locals probably scavenged it. It would be odd if he had more on after 7 days. We should keep a lookout for these pieces. The armor could yield information. Also, nods towards Kuno. Maybe he'll know something. Maybe he was just wearing these boots and there's no rest of the armor. I mean, that seems unlikely. No, he must have worn something precious underneath these clothes. They removed all his clothes to get to it. They did not just strip him for the putrid rags. Then where are these clothes? Have you seen any around? Someone could have cleaned the yard, but that's a question for the red-haired thing. Ah, well, I see. Interesting. So there's some things I'm not gonna say. I hear you, cop. Talking shit about the Kuno. Come here and say it to Kuno's face. Fuck you, Kuno. What if they told him to strip before they hung him, to demean him? They usually hang them completely naked for that. La puta madre? The Mazda? The Besmerdes and the like? This one still has his underpants. The bitch mother? Like, is that not how that translates to? At least going with Spanish? What are you trying to ignore me now, fuckface? You know, this boot shit is super boring and the guys are total... I'm not even gonna try to say that. I feel like I'm saying, like, racial slurs in different languages. Vitupas? Vitupas? Yeah, I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna have to be careful about some of these things, because, like, yeah, that ain't okay. How could this man afford such expensive hardware? What does that mean? Yeah, I'm gonna worry about that later. Anyway, how could this man afford such expensive hardware? That's for us to find out. My initial report on the air suggests he was a security guard for the hardware company. Well, that's just hearsay. He's looked pretty advanced for a security guard. I agree, this equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford. Try to pull the boot off. This feels dangerous. Are you sure? Better not even try. But what if... okay. Because what if the neck gives before the boot? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, back off and look at the corpse. I was just like, why would this be dangerous? But no, that makes sense. Cause yeah. Inspect the belt. The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt, big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo under 6-rotor airships? We have airships? Don't ask me how I know, but this is a lashing belt used for airlifting cargo. Airlifting? Well, it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them. Apparently this is the reinforced kind for air transport. My brain tells me so. You know, its local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they used whatever was on hand without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves. We're assuming dock workers from the harbor did it? The brief suggests as much, politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing? My past has undergone total annihilation. Nothing remains. My mother, the love of my life, certainly not a briefing. Okay, he blinks. You should ask me for one the first moment we get. Will do, as soon as we're done here. They sure wanted him to stay up there. The rope is reinforced with steel wiring. I was afraid it would be. He rises to inspect the noose. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I had assumed. How'd they even get him up there? A noose is one of those things that's easy to use one way around. He points to the buckle, tying the belt to the branch above. They climb using the kid's ladder? That ladder can't carry a grown man. Didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle. Makes a pulling motion. Could be. The shape of the branch supports the theory. Inspect those tattoos. Those are curious. An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso. From the right shoulder to the solar plexus, each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. I'm sorry, wait. From the right shoulder to the solar plexus, each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. His corpse is marked by stars. Will mine be marked by? Alcohol and heartbreak. Is this a microelectronic system? I have only a cursive knowledge of the science of cybernetics? I would not know if it were, but it's not quite complex enough, is it? We're missing something here. I agree. A sudden ring fills the air as the lieutenant pulls down the zipper of his orange jacket. Takes a thin piece of milled aluminum from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. Small lens appears, some sort of camera. What's that? A Trigat Sunshine Mini. Trigat is the world's leading manufacturer of intercommunication devices, primarily projectors. The camera before you looks familiar somehow. Shit, Kuno, what the fuck is that? An instant color camera. He produces 2 metal-capped ampules and clicks them into place on the side of the apparatus. A thin slot shines there. I have only 2 ampules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one. Points the camera at the corpse, peering into it. Lens needs adjusting, then... a sound and a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampule of glass. You see streams of color pour into the thick, glossy piece of paper rolling out. On it, a color-perfect copy of the dead man's tattooed chest. In case we need it, the lieutenant says and shakes the paper, letting it dry in the cold wind. How? You don't have digital cameras, but you have cybernetics and you have advanced organic armor boots? Like, not really organic, but organic-inspired ceramic boots. How? We have some, like, schizotech here, to borrow from, TV tropes, but I don't... This setting is weird. Cool machine, though. Yes, he slides the camera closed and tucks it away on his belt. It is pretty cool, isn't it? What do we need this photo for? It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It's his letter to us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around. Can I have it? I should look at it later without the corpse smell. Sure, just don't lose it. He hands you the piece of rolled up photo paper, no larger than a pack of cigarettes. Yeah, squint and take a step back. As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. This is a trick you've done before. Pink is where the blood cells in the first hours before post-mortem. You can use it to see if the corpse has been tampered with. Does his position at the time of death match the discoloration? Observe. Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue, his fatted hands, thighs, and his neck just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air. His face and hands are pink. Thighs, too. I see it. He adjusts his glasses. His neck, too. Lividity goes right up his chin. We have good, well-pronounced discoloration here. The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot. I think he was upright after death. His hands, feet, and neck are discolored. He's been beaten up. See the bruises? I do, most of them are post-mortem, maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our job harder with their little sport. Stop talking in riddles, coin slot. He means you fucked him up good, Kuno, the girl yells. Fucked him up brutal-like. Yeah, I think it was upright after death. His hands, feet, and neck are discolored. Agreed, he points to the belt, especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis supports a hanging. You'd still like the hypostasis marks in the neck to be a bit more pronounced. For some reason, my brain would like the pink to be more pronounced, especially in the neck. Maybe it looks faint to you? He leans closer, covering his nose. It could be more pronounced, actually. Demente note. Maybe he was strangled by someone? Could it still be he was moved out? Maybe he was strangled by someone? Yes, there's always a chance we're wrong. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first. Yeah, something's coming out of him, though. A pool of blood and feces is eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop. The victim appears to have contained no more than a half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death. Fuck he saying? People talking about shit. Yeah. Maybe he went to the toilet sometime before death? Maybe. He doesn't really want to dwell on that too long. Yeah, but besides all that, I think he's dead. I agree. His personality is no longer a part of this world. Yep, the world no longer stores his personality in its composition. There was a time for that, and it ended 7 days ago. He nods in agreement with this advanced piece of conceptualization. Having mulled it over, the lieutenant says, "Sounds about right. Yes. Back off and catch your breath." There's something weird about us, too, and the talk about cybernetics makes me curious. Look him in the eye. Let's talk to this hanged man. His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There's no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. I'm sorry, what? I was joking. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess. Tell me, who are you, dead man? I'm gone. And where have you gone? But rather, I can see you're gone, but who are you? I'm a joke. Look at me. Nothing funny about you. There's nothing funny about jokes either. Who were you when you were alive? A killer. A motherfucker and a killer. Got another question for you. A few questions, actually. What is happening here? Why am I... Go ahead, Kobo? Kobo. Cop hobo. Cop without a place to live? Or maybe... I have suspicions. Where have you gone? Into the wild pale yonder. Where's that? In the past, way out in the west. What's happening? I'm talking to you. As the power of your black frothy liquid starts bubbling up on his lips. Imagination. Go ahead, ask me more questions. You fucking love questions. Why do I love questions so much? Because you're a copperoni. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions? Yeah, give me questions. Here you go, Looney. Is my name Rooney? Why do I feel like I've forgotten something terrible? Because you have. Is my name Rooney? Fuck no, you're no Rooney. Rooney is obviously not who I am. Between you and me, your name's probably Harry. You're like I've been getting a lot of Harry lately. Might be onto something there. Enough. I got something I need to know, Corpse Man. Give me a comical amount of questions. Coming right up, Copperoni Rooney. This is getting upbeat now. Who killed you? Exactly. Love did me in, brother. Capo, it was love all along. That doesn't help much. Can you ask me a question? Sure, Lobo. I can ask you a question. Why are you doing this? What? Look at my face, motionless, looking in my eyes. Staying here. Why are you investigating my murder? Don't really have anything else to do. This case is all I have. Probably because he told me to. You're a lying sack of shit, Capo. You're doing this because there's nothing else to do. Everything else is over. It's just me now. I got myself some theories. Lobo, lobotomized. I got ideas. Anyway, so, how do we get him down? I mean, he stops to think, then checks his notes. You sure we're finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's down. I think we've done everything. Is there anything more with the boots? Yeah. No, we've already done all that. I'd say yeah. Preliminary examination's done. Let's get him down from here. And I've evidently leveled up. Steel reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt. He doesn't actually think the challenge is unique. He thinks it's frustrating, annoying, and harder than he thought. Thank you, Rhetoric. I could have gotten that myself, but, yeah. The cadaver's a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance, and even if we do, there's a question of cutting the airship's strength of material. We could saw the branch. That's an option. Climb up there and saw the branch. Yeah, it seems dangerous. Has to be a less risky way with less falling down off trees. Maybe we can ask for help from the harbor? I don't think shooting him down would work. I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appears to be suspects in this case. Seems like a dangerous route to go down. Fair. I mean, maybe we could shoot him down? Yeah, the enthusiasm is unrestrained. Bang bang time, pigs! Shoot his head off. Lieutenant remains unaffected. How? Where the buckle ties the rope to the branch. That's a good spot to aim. Point to it. There, the buckle holds the belt together. Where? He corrects his glasses. Ah, yes, I see. If the shot hits that, there might be a chance to release the belt. Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain the Kuno with some shit. They'll miss. The pigs will miss Kuno. Wait, let me try. I got the visual calculus going. The man's brow is furrowed. He appears too deep in concentration to even notice what you said. Say nothing. Let him choose. Silence. With his elbows sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket and produces a lightweight firearm. Drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks. That's a Kiedril A990 Armistice mass-produced muzzleloader. Acetic, vertical, one of the most common firearms in the world. Really? A muzzle-loaded pistol? He then steps back and assumes the Felotese position, taking aim. The corner of his eyes twitches, his fingers on the trigger. Easy to say nothing. He's gonna fucking miss. The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself, God damn it. Fucking idiot. Asshole. Kuno could hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he? It's okay, man. Kuno's sorry too. Kuno feels sorry for the... What are these words? I have never heard them before. and I don't know. Am I saying something horrible or not? I don't, like, Dang it. I don't understand your language. Also, you have, like, there are several languages there, too, right? Because I'm seeing some of those, I associate it with Norwegian, but it could be one of the Scandinavian languages. Then there's, like, French in there, and Binoclard. What is that? Huh. Okay. Lieutenant doesn't say a word, but just looks at the gun in his hand. Try again, maybe? No, we're lucky as it is. We didn't break anything, and the victim remains uncompromised. Looks around at the windows overlooking the yard. Any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate position with the locals. We have eyes on us. Didn't do any favors with that. I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can't get him down without assistance. I mean, maybe I should try, but, I don't know. He makes a fair point. If I miss, and it compromises the body, then we got other problems. I mean, we've got to ask for help from the harbor, I guess. Okay, he looks at the cargo belt. They do have the tools of the men, and since it looks like they put him there, they can get him down, too. He sighs. Okay, let's do it the lousy, dangerous way. How do we get inside the harbor? From the gates, by negotiating or fighting. I'm unenthusiastic about fighting, he looks around. Or we can try to find some secret third path. It's unlikely, though. To the gates, let's negotiate. But won't it be dangerous to ask the suspects for help with the victim's body? Be indebted to Everard Clare? Very much, yes. Which is why I would have preferred us to handle this ourselves. Clearly we can't. Suck my dick, bitches! Nice. Who's Everard Clare? Leader of the Union. A dangerous and corrupt man from what I hear. You don't want to owe him much. Don't go being someone else's bitches, you're Kuno's bitches. Kuno, I can't wait till you are not a part of this anymore. Thanks, Macca did kids. Anyway, leveled up though. So, tell me about that. I don't know what to spend it in, of course, although I say that. Pick locks and pockets, master machines. I like that idea. At the same time, I would like to have some better hand-eye coordination, perhaps? Because I feel like, here's the thing. Already, some of these skills are giving me bad advice. On the other hand, maybe they could... Like, I don't know. Do I... I have weaknesses I could improve versus making my strength stronger. Although, the game even said if you actually, like, go too hard on this, I mean, it's going to cause problems. You'll be very proud and thus susceptible to intellectual flattery. For those blinded by their own brilliance often miss important clues. That is not good. On the other hand, my logic is pretty low compared to how everything else is, so... Yeah. I don't know what to do. I feel like... Why is my savoir-faire so low? Oh, it's got -2 from items. I'm gonna go with interfacing, because I do like that. Just being able to actually work with machines and stuff. Generally, that's a good thing. Don't know if that's a good decision, but it's what we're going with. And I gotta get some... I don't know. Do I need to be stylish? And it's my pants and my shoes that make me un-savoir-faire-y. I wonder. Maybe I can get better gloves? But for now. For now, I'm just gonna walk around with these gardening gloves on, which seems a little odd. But then, well, 'tis an RPG. Interesting, though. This setting is very weird. Very, very, very bizarre. Because, I mean, yeah, just... You have the city, you got this kind of tech. What is this? What is all of this? We have muzzle-loaded pistols. We've got bizarre future armor. We have cybernetics, and yet we also have little chemical cameras instead of digital. What happened here? I'm increasingly curious. But these will have to wait for now. Thank you for your time. Note the like, comment, and subscribe buttons below. Use them responsibly, and I will see you all soon when we go to the dock. Or perhaps just explore. Perhaps both. We shall see.